Hello children, how are you all? Fine, I hope that you are all fine. So let's get started for today's lecture. In the last lecture we have seen the worksheet discussion part for question number 1 to question number 10 for civics chapter 1, and today's is the second part for worksheet discussion, that is question number 11 to 20. So I have told you that there are total 20 questions I will be giving in this worksheet. So from 1 to 10 I have already discussed with you in the last lecture. In today's lecture we will be discussing the other 10 questions, means from question number 11 to question number 20. Okay, so let's get started with this, but before that I hope that you are all understanding my point of view, how I am making you write the notes. So I hope that you are understanding it. Please do complete the notes and read the textbook twice or thrice, and how much it's possible, because it is very much important to understand the concept, understand the content of the chapter, understand the topic. That is very important and necessary for you all. Okay, and yeah, you have to make all the things clear. You have to complete the you have to read the textbook, understand the concept, you have to grasp everything's perfect. Okay, you have to understand what the concept says about, what the chapter is all about. Then you have to write the textual question answers in your notebook. Along with that you have to complete the worksheet question answers also in your notebook. So these are the few of the things that you need to follow regarding each and every chapter that I complete. Okay, so I hope that you have understood what I meant to say. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's get started for from question number 11 we are going to see today to 20. So let's discuss. This video will be a shorter video, not much longer. Okay, because we are just discussing the question answers. So let's get started. What is the 11th question? That from 11 to 13 it is the same question. From 14 to 20 only I have changed the questions. Okay, so let's get started. What is the 11th question? Which is the cold desert in eastern Kashmir? So the cold desert in the eastern Kashmir is Ladakh. Ladakh is a region in Kashmir, okay, which is the coldest desert in the eastern Kashmir. Now what is the 12th question? Pashmina wool is from which region of India? Okay, so Pashmina wool is from which region of India? Means it is belong to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so it is the place called Ladakh. Ladakh is the place where it is already found of. This place is specially found for Pashmina wool. That is the speciality of Ladakh region in Jammu and Kashmir. That is, it makes too much of means the what we can say, production of Pashmina wool is very high. You can see the production of Pashmina wool in, you can see you can get to see more production of Pashmina wool in Ladakh. So the answer is Ladakh. Okay, now what is the 13th question? Name the state in the southwest coast of India. Which is a state which is located in the southwest coast of India? That is Kerala. Kerala, so you have to write as the sentence, not only the name of the state, you have to write it as a sentence. Kerala is the state which is located in the southwest coast of India. Like that you have to write down. Okay. I will send you the PDF. In that you can see. Okay. Now what is the 14th question? So the 14th question is, Boat Race Festival is celebrated in which state? So these 14, 15 and 16, these questions is a fill up from the textbook. I have taken from the textbook inside of the chapter. Okay. So Boat Race Festival is celebrated in which state? Dash state. That is a fill up. That is Kerala state. Okay. Kerala is the state where Boat Race Festival is celebrated. Now what is the 15th question? Both Kerala and Ladakh were influenced by dash and dash traders. Which are those traders? This is also from the textbook. Both Kerala and Ladakh were influenced by the Chinese and Arab traders. These were the two traders in which Kerala and Ladakh were influenced of. Okay, so that is the 15th question. 16th is also the fill up. The utensils used for frying in Kerala is called what? So which are the utensils which are used for frying purpose in Kerala? For frying some sort of food. Okay, that is China Chatti. That is the answer. Okay, so the spelling is CHEENA China Chatti. That is CHATTI. That is the answer for 16th one. Okay, now 17th question. What is the 17th question? That is, how are history and geography tied in cultural life of region? Means as considering the geographical as well as the historical aspect of Kerala and Ladakh, how can you explain that? How can you describe that? So this is the question. So first of all, you have to write down about the Kerala and Ladakh. They are different in terms of geographical as well, geographical features. First, you have to write down about the geographical features of both the state. Okay, sorry. So it was a geography. So geography of Kerala which made the possibility of spice cultivation. First of all, you have to mention the speciality of Kerala, of that state. You have to mention the speciality of both the state. In Kerala, the speciality is the spice cultivation, and for Ladakh, it is concerned that wool collection, means Pashmina wool is the famous among that region, among the Ladakhi people. Then the second para you have to write down about the historical factors, means the history of both the regions are being affected with similar cultural influences. Okay, and both the regions are influenced by what? The point that I have given as a fill up. They both the regions are influenced by the Chinese as well as the Arab states, Arab traders. Okay, they are influenced by the Chinese as well as the Arab traders. Okay, so that is the answer for that. So thus we can say that the geographical as well as the historical factors are often tied up. In this way we can say that these both factors are tied up in the cultural life of these regions. Okay, so that is the 17th question is all about. Now what is the 18th question? 18th is, see, India is a country of many diversities. You have to explain giving examples. So this is the 18th question. So you have to give the examples. You have to write down 5 points regarding as a part of the answer. First, you have to write down about the languages what India speaks. Second, you have to write down about the foods available. Okay. Third, you have to write down about the festivals that are celebrated in India. Fourth, you have to write down about the religions that are celebrated. And fifth and the last point, you have to write down about the clothes, that kind of types of clothes that we wear in India. Okay, so these are kind of, by segregating this or by writing different 5 points, this answer is complete. Thus we can say that India is a country of many. At the last you have to write like this. Thus we can say that India is a country of many diversities. So that is the question number 18. Now the second last question, that is question number 19. What is that? You have to list 3 ways. The question is, list 3 ways in which different geographical location of Kerala and Ladakh would influence, 3 points are given, how it could influence the both regions, that is Ladakh and Kerala. Regarding means 3 points you have to, it is given in the question. So according to that 3 points, how this Kerala and Ladakh is been influenced. So let's see that. The first point is the food people eat. Second point is the clothes they wear. And the third is work they do. So as per these 3 points, you have to write down for the 2 regions. Means what kind of food they eat, what kind of clothes they wear, and what kind of work they do. Means regarding to both of the states, you have to write down in each point. Okay, that is the answer for question number 19. Okay, and what is the last question? That is question number 20. The question number 20 is, India's diversity has always been recognized as the strongest one, or the source of its strength. So how can we say? Means you have to explain this. This is the question. So how can we say that India's diversity is always been recognized as the source of strength? How can we say? So you have to explain this question. You have to write down the answer like this. Means first you have to write down about the as I have explained at the time of explanation, I have told you regarding when the Britishers entered India, what all activities we were doing, what all things carried out. Means all the Indians united as one. Even though we have been diversified, we took our own chances, okay, and we decided to unite as one without showing any discrimination among each one. Okay, so this is kind of the means, as we have explained in the explanation time, we have already, I explained you that we have struggled in such a way without showing any discrimination with each one, and we were just ready to fight with the Britishers. Okay, so people from different cultural regions and regional backgrounds came together, okay, to oppose the British government in India. And we worked together, they worked together to decide the joint actions. They also decided to go to jail together. Means they became that much united. They decided to go, even they decided to go to jail also together without showing any discrimination. They means who? We Indian people. Okay, to oppose whom? The Britishers. So the Britishers thought that they could divide the Indians. Then what did they? So they came in a thinking that they would break us, or they would win against us. That was the thinking of the Britishers. But ultimately what happened? Because they were so different, okay, so they could divide Indians because they were so different. Means they thought that as we are diversified, they thought that they would make us easily lose the battle. But what happened? But it was their illusion. It was just their illusion. They thought like that they would defeat us, but it was not possible, because we were the strongest power. India was the strongest nation at that time, okay, with no any discrimination, with no any other mentality, so that could break against them, that could break us against them. Okay, so although Indians were so different, they united from within at the question of British government in India, and they were one in their battle against the British. So as I have told at the time of explanation also, we all became one, as one mind, as one soul, as one strength. That is what according to the question. What was the question? India is a diversity and has always been the recognized as the strength one. How can you say that? That was the question. So by putting up this, as I have explained, by writing these few points as a part of my explanation, we united one. Even though they decided to oppose us, we decided to be one We even decided to go to jail together. Means we united as one mind, one soul, and one yeah, we as a one strength. Okay, so we decided to unite. So this is what makes us stronger enough or makes us different from other countries. So in this way we can say that India is the strongest nation, okay, and which has always been recognized as the source of strength. In this way we can say that. So that was the question number, that was the last question, question number 20. So I hope that you have understood the concept or understood the questions that I have changed from 11 to 20. Okay, so I will later on, I will, after this video I will be sharing the PDF also. So please do complete these notes, complete this worksheet question answers in the notes. I hope that you completed from 1 to 10. You completed the textual question answers plus the question number 1 to 10 of worksheet, and I hope that now you will complete the 11 to the rest of the questions as we have discussed today. Okay, so please do complete it. Learn the read the chapter thoroughly, read the textbook thoroughly, twice or thrice, how many times it's possible, because, and please do underline the important points where you feel like. Okay, and as I've shared some of the extra questions also with along with this worksheet, I have shared the extra questions also. That also you have to learn it properly, study properly, and do it well. So that's all for today. In the next lecture we will be starting history, from history chapter number 2. So I hope that you all will be ready for that. So have a good day. God bless you, and study really well and be safe. Okay, take care and bye.